Welcome back to USA Ride Zone. Today, we're taking a look at a wild idea that blends American performance with the freedom of a road trip machine, the 2026 Dodge Charger Daytona camper motorhome concept. Imagine taking the aggressive attitude of the new Charger Daytona and transforming it into a compact adventure vehicle designed for weekend escapes, cross-country journeys, and unforgettable nights under the stars. This isn't just about getting from one destination to another. It's about making the journey itself the destination. At first glance, the Charger Daytona already has the kind of presence that demands attention. Now imagine that same futuristic, Dodge-inspired design stretched into a practical camper configuration, with a compact living module integrated behind the performance-focused cabin. The front would retain the unmistakable Charger attitude, featuring a wide stance, muscular bodywork, dramatic lighting, and an aggressive road presence. But behind that sporty profile comes the secret that makes this concept so interesting: a cleverly designed mini camper space, built for people who want adventure without driving a massive, traditional motorhome. Picture this machine cruising along an American highway at sunset. The body catches the last rays of sunlight while the road disappears toward the horizon. Instead of looking like a conventional RV, this concept would look more like a performance vehicle that happens to carry a tiny home on wheels. That combination could make it especially attractive to younger travelers, couples, solo explorers, and automotive enthusiasts who want something completely different. The biggest attraction would be the compact interior philosophy. Forget the oversized luxury motorhome layout. The idea here is smart, simple, and efficient. Every inch would have a purpose. A small sleeping platform could fold away during the day, creating additional space for changing clothes, relaxing, or organizing travel equipment. Lightweight cabinets could provide storage for camping essentials, while a compact kitchenette could handle basic meals and morning coffee. Imagine opening the rear section after reaching a scenic campsite. Inside, you could have a small sleeping area, soft ambient lighting, USB charging points, hidden storage compartments, and a compact foldable table. Nothing needs to be enormous. The magic would come from clever engineering and efficient use of space. And then there's the technology. A futuristic camper based around the Charger Daytona theme could feature a modern digital cockpit, connected navigation, smartphone integration, multiple charging ports, and intelligent energy management. A large central display could help manage navigation, entertainment, climate settings, and the camper's auxiliary systems. The result would feel more like a modern performance machine than an old-school RV. For a road trip audience, the exterior adventure equipment could be just as important. Imagine a slim roof rack carrying camping gear, a compact awning extending from the side, integrated exterior lighting illuminating the campsite, and a rear storage compartment for bikes, folding chairs, and outdoor equipment. The goal wouldn't be to turn this into a giant expedition truck. It would remain compact, stylish, and easy to maneuver. Now imagine the perfect American road trip. Start in California, head toward Nevada, cross the desert, explore Utah's incredible landscapes, and continue toward the mountains. With a camper concept like this, you wouldn't need to book a hotel every night. You could find a legal campsite, park, open the rear living space, prepare a quick meal, and watch the sunset from your own little mobile base. The design could also feature blackout windows for privacy, insulated panels for temperature control, and a compact ventilation system for comfortable nights. A practical power system could support lighting, small appliances, and electronics while parked. Solar assistance could potentially help recharge auxiliary equipment during longer stays away from traditional hookups. But the real secret of this concept is its personality. Most campers are designed around comfort first, while performance vehicles are designed around excitement. The Charger Daytona camper concept would attempt to combine both worlds. It would bring a sporty visual identity to a category that usually focuses on traditional RV styling. Imagine arriving at a campsite and seeing this thing roll in. People might initially think it's a futuristic performance car. Then the rear camper section opens. The awning extends, the lighting comes alive, and suddenly everyone realizes this isn't an ordinary Dodge-inspired machine. Inside, the atmosphere could remain minimal and functional. Think dark materials, durable surfaces, subtle performance-inspired details, and enough room for the essentials. A compact sleeping setup could transform the interior at night, while storage spaces could disappear beneath seats and flooring. The entire design would be focused on making a small footprint feel surprisingly useful. And that's what makes the idea exciting for the future. American travelers are increasingly interested in vehicles that can serve multiple purposes. A vehicle that works during the week and becomes an adventure machine on the weekend can be incredibly appealing. Instead of owning a giant RV, some people would rather have something compact, distinctive, and easier to take into places where large motorhomes simply don't belong. Of course, it's important to remember that this 2026 Charger Daytona camper motorhome is being presented here as a creative concept rather than a confirmed production Dodge camper. The exact specifications, range, interior dimensions, camper equipment, and performance would depend entirely on how such a project were engineered. But imagine if Dodge actually explored something this unexpected. A performance-inspired camper with futuristic styling could create an entirely new category. It could be built for spontaneous road trips, national park adventures, beach weekends, mountain escapes, and long highway journeys across America. The possibilities are endless. One weekend, it could be your highway cruiser. The next, it could become your campsite bedroom. Then after sunrise, you pack everything away, close the camper section, and continue toward the next destination. That's the dream behind the 2026 Dodge Charger Daytona camper motorhome. Concept, not a giant luxury palace, but a compact American adventure machine with attitude, technology, and enough practical space to make the open road feel like home. And if Dodge ever turned an idea like this into reality, it could be one of the most unexpected camper concepts to hit the American automotive scene. The future of road trips might not always be about bigger vehicles. Sometimes the most exciting adventure could come from making everything smaller, smarter, faster, and far more stylish. So if you're the kind of person who would choose an unforgettable road trip over an ordinary hotel weekend, this concept deserves your attention. Imagine waking up beside a desert highway, mountains in the distance, your gear packed inside, and an entire American adventure waiting outside your door. This is where performance meets freedom. This is where futuristic design meets weekend camping. And this is exactly why the Charger Daytona camper motorhome concept is such a fascinating idea for the future of American travel. Stay tuned to USA Ride Zone, because the road ahead is getting more exciting, more futuristic, and a whole lot more unexpected.